Hey guys, I hope you're all well, by the way. Feel like I haven't posted a lot recently, but well, because I haven't. But I just wanted to put a quick disclaimer in the beginning of the video. The thing is, it took me a long time to post this video. Like, I'm talking like 5-6 months, because when I filmed it, I was really ill, and I was just looking back at it now because I was editing it, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I was just so negative in this video, and I was really fake, but not in like, ironically, not in a way that people like. I feel like stereotypically fake means like, hey, how are you? And then being behind their back, oh, I can't stand them. Me, I was opposite, because in the video, I was like, oh my god, I have so much to do. Next year I'm running so many societies. I was volunteering for so many events. But in reality, like, the thing is, I love running the societies I run, and I loved volunteering for those events. And like, I wouldn't have volunteered to run those societies, or to do those events, or to do that excellent project, which actually ended up dropping. So, but I wouldn't have done that if I didn't want to. And the thing is, I really liked it, and I still really like it, because like, it makes me feel good about myself, and I love helping out. I love running societies. I love all 5 of my societies that I run / co-run. But in that video, I wanted to like kind of express that love, but I was kind of like, well, there was 2 reasons. One, I was scared. One, I was really ill, so like, I don't know. I was kind of like not very cheery, but also secondly, I don't know. I was just kind of scared of how people would judge me, because I feel like I'm still kind of coming to grips with like, not who I am, but like expressing who I am. Because usually I always hear people say, oh, I volunteered for all of these events, oh, next year I'm running for a society, it's so stressful. And like, whilst those things can be stressful, I really liked it. But when I was filming the video, I was like, oh my god, what if my YouTubers judge me? What if my subscribers judge me? What if they don't, what if they think that I'm selfish for running all those societies? Or what if they think that I'm a goody unjudged? And so then I was like, okay, I'll try to act moody so then people like me. But I just seem ungrateful, and I just seem like a bitch. So, and I was like, and now I was looking back at it, I was like, what the hell? Like, why did I like have to pretend to be someone that I'm not? Like, especially because it's not even about, like, why am I pretending to be someone that I'm not? So, I was really debating whether to post this blog or not, but I've decided to still put it on, because it's still part of the, like, journey, like, YouTube journey that isn't going so well at all. But it's still part of the journey, so I thought I'd put it in anyway. But please just remember, like, I know I seem really gloomy, like, maybe not in the first half, but when I'm doing that big monologue, I seem a bit moody. Please remember, it's not me. Like, it's not what I really think. I really love volunteering and helping out, etc. I was just, I don't know, I was just going through a weird phase, and I was just scared of what people would think about me. But now I'm like, screw it, be who you are, be unapologetically you. Okay, that's a quote I stole from yesterday, but anyway, hope you guys, if you do watch the video, enjoy it. But yeah, thank you. Hello. So, you can tell that this is not after the classics exam, mainly because I have a haircut and I tried dyeing my hair, and it. Okay, but anyway, so basically, after that classics exam, like, it went so awful. Like, when I opened the exam, I looked at the questions, and like, I was like, oh my gosh, these are good questions, and like, I planned it. But then when I was like doing my plan, like, I started like, I didn't have an example, so then I started panicking. And then, so for the 30-mark question, I ended up writing like half, or like maybe not half, maybe like 60% or 75% of like what I should. And I was just so upset, because I was like, this was my one chance to get predicted an A, and I've worked so hard, and I blew it, and it's Like, I mean, I wasn't too worried because my teacher was like, whatever you get, I'll still predict you a B because you've been working hard. But throughout the year, but I don't know. And then I just needed to take a break for the next few days because, oh my gosh, if you had seen me the day before the English exam, I was stress head. Like, I could not like tell you how stressed I was, and on the way to the exam. Oh my god! But in the end, the English exam, like, I don't think it went brilliantly, but because especially because I felt sick, I had to go to the toilet, so I wasted like 7 minutes, which isn't that long, but like in exam time, every minute is like precious. But every minute's precious. But anyway, um, it's over. So I don't think I've done too bad, but I don't think I've done too good. Next week is results. And predicted grades. So oh god, but so now it's. So these past few days, I've just been on like holiday mode, which has been like really bad. Like not even enjoying myself, just like staying like on the sofa watching like TV. Not even like the quality TV, just like random like YouTube videos. And it's like I mean I have been watching Miranda Sings, and like I can't lie, I find that pretty funny. But what's it called? I have like so much to do, because now it's like kind of getting into UCAS stuff, and also I have a lot of extracurricular activities to do. So this week is all like lectures, of like university courses. Well, I don't know how to explain it. Like they're lectures saying, "Oh, if you do this course at university, this is what you have. Um, these are tips for going to these are tips for the personal statement. Like I signed up for a classics and ancient history talk. I've signed up for a Spanish and German talk. I've signed up for what else have I signed up for? Personal statement talk. And I also have to do a bunch of stuff. So not only do I have to log all my extracurricular activities on Unifrog, I also have to draft my personal statement. I then have to since I'm running the LGBT society, I have to start planning the sessions for next year. So then next year, because next year I'll be so busy, so I'm going to try to plan them, like between now and the end of summer. I also need to plan classics book club sessions because I'm also running that for languages and cultures club. Thankfully, I ran it with my friend this year, and we did and order, so we don't need to really do any work for that over the summer because everything's done. I also need to redo this LGBT club display in the hall in my school, so I need to take it down, like redesign it, print it out, make it, and then put it on there. So I wonder how that's gonna be. I also have to do a bunch of other stuff, like I have to like tidy my room, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I have to I don't know. I have so much to do. Like I can't think of it all on the top of my head. And I also have to I also have to I have to do a lot of things, but oh, and I've also signed up to like volunteer for a few days, and I also have to plan a few parties. So these 2 weeks are gonna be hectic, but it's better than exam stress. So oh crap, I forgot one of the main things that I forgot I need to do is I need to plan my the project, like the proposal, and then I need to actually start working on it. And like I don't know what to do because my original plan, I don't know, I might not keep it, and oh god, but I'm very tempted to just go back in bed and watch TV. But now I won't have to feel the guilt because like I won't have to revise. Like I mean, in like a few weeks, I'm probably gonna start like not like full on revising, but like going through last year's content over the summer. But for now, relax. Well, relax and all the extracurricular stuff and the UCAS stuff and the personal statement and the extended project and the Latin school summer school that's happening in a few weeks. And I'm gonna continue learning Swedish because on Duolingo because I kind of neglected it a tiny bit during exam season. But yeah. Okay, so this week was kind of intense. Well, not intense, but like, so basically this week we were just meant to go to like lectures. I went to a range. So like I went to the classics one, I went to the personal statement one, went to the St Andrews and the UCL one. There was various stools, like there was the Glasgow University. Like I've actually started collecting some bags. And I also had a lot of things to do that day. Like I should have started my personal statement, but I didn't. I should have also logged some of my extracurriculars that I do. but I didn't. I should have also started planning the LGBTQ lessons, but I didn't. I did start doing the LGBTQ wall in my school, but not completely. I just basically tore it down. Well, not tore it down, but like I took it down. I kept most of the stuff. I just wanted to like, well, not me, but the school wanted to like redo it, so I just need to put it up next week, and I just I don't actually know. Um, I have no idea. Um, what I was gonna say. Oh wait, oh yeah, I remember. I also like Tuesday and Wednesday. So like Tuesday, I had to go in for lectures, and then I also started. Well, not lectures, but yeah. And then I also started my UCAS application. So just the basic like your name, email address, contact, etc., etc. And then I also and then I also helped out on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we had to film a video for the student services. So I was helping film that. Well, not film, but like we had to create it, we had to film it because yeah. So I volunteered to help out with that, and so we were all doing that on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm writing this like magazine thing. Oh my gosh! So I thought I'd say what happened the other day. So I was visiting UCL Open Day on Friday. So that was the only day where I didn't go to school because I was visiting there. I visited, actually, it's quite funny. I visited like with like two friends, and then we bumped into another two friends, and then we bumped into another two friends, and we also bumped into another friend, and then another friend, and then we also saw various other friends. But and like it was meant to be like a fun day out and like informative at the same time. Like we got like wasabi together. It was very nice. But basically that was a very emotional day because like when I got there, it was like really hot, and like I don't really like hot weather, but anyway, because I don't know, it just stresses me out. But anyway, and also there was a lot of people, so that was kind of stressful. But anyway, at that time, I got when I was visiting the university, I was going to a lecture, well, not really a lecture, like a talk, and I went there, and they just I just got a message from my classics class group chat saying, oh our grades are up, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna check, I'm not gonna check, I'm not gonna check, I'm gonna wait until my meetings next week. But then I was like, yeah, you can't help it. So I went and I checked them, and so what ended up happening was that I ended up getting so for classics I was right. I had kind of like messed it up, like not messed it up completely. I got 65%, so a C, and so which isn't like awful. It's just sad because I put so much effort in to get a B, so I could be predicted an A. So it's quite like disappointing to be honest. But then for English, I ended up getting 75% and a B, and for my predicted grade, they put an A, so that made me happy. And then for classics, and they predicted me a B, and yeah, a B. And then for Spanish, I got 75%. So I was quite happy about that because I put in a lot of effort, especially throughout the year, but like I not as much as I wanted to because I wanted to focus for now on English and classics. So like it was quite it made me feel good. Like also they make me feel like I took that grade like for granted because I had been like working on it, working so hard for it like throughout the year. So that made me feel good. But so I got 75%, a B all over the three exams, so the speaking, the essay, and listening, writing, listening, reading, translation, summaries, etc. Test, and but I don't know my predicted grade. They haven't put it up yet. They haven't put up anyone's. So in theory it should be an A, but I have no idea, especially because like a kind of high B. So I'm hoping it is, but I don't know. Um, but because I've been getting quite low throughout the year. It wasn't until recently when I started getting high, not even high, just like but anyway, it's gone up and down. So I'm hoping for B, but also what else happened that day is that it was a very emotional day, and then I ended up not visiting the two subject areas that I wanted to, so classics and languages. I ended up not visiting them, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this same open day tomorrow because like so I did, and then when I got there, both were closed. I was like, what? And um not open days, but like they were both stalls were like closed, so I couldn't ask them questions. But then when I was asking, I thought, oh, I might as well check out the English department. And when I was on my way to the English department, I asked this student who was helping out for directions, and she was in her second, third, fourth, no, I don't know. She was in some university at the university that I was visiting at, UCL, and she was like, I saw that she did ancient languages degree, and I asked her about it because I thought I want to do languages. I want to do classics. I want to do in classics and ancient language. And she told me about her course. I kind of like fell in love with it, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so good because not only do you get to learn between 3 to 5 ancient languages, so like Biblical Hebrew, ancient Greek, Latin, Sanskrit, etc., but you also get to pick other modules and other subjects. So I could learn other languages like Norwegian or Dutch or Romanian, and it just got me like really like excited, and it just made me feel really good. But and now and also I feel like it wouldn't be too hard if I chose like classics and languages in other schools, because it's basically classics and languages like put together rather than a joint degree. So that made me feel really happy. But and apparently these classes are quite small, so that made me feel good. But I really don't know what's gonna happen because yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen if I'm gonna like get in, because well, I mean, I haven't put in my application, but it really depends because they want AAB and an A in Spanish, and it really depends if my teacher predicts me an A for Spanish. So yeah. So hopefully. So today I went to W.H. Smith and I bought a lot of stuff, like, well, not a lot of stuff, what am I saying? So I bought 3 notebooks. So I bought actually I'm not sure which is which, but basically, so I got this one to practice my Swedish in, because I've been learning Swedish for the past year, but there's like certain grammar that, like, I don't know, I feel like I need to write down. It'd just be nice having it all here for reference. So I'm gonna buy the book, like a book to help me with the grammar. So yeah, I bought this book for like just to like write down Swedish stuff. I'm gonna start learning like more languages like Esperanto soon, but probably next summer. So I might get more notebooks then, but for now just Swedish because I want to focus on A levels. But well, no, I think I'm going to use for my extended project. I originally had another notebook, but I don't know. They're so pretty, and this one, I think, I mean, I might change, but this one I think I'm going to use for the summer Latin school that I'm going to go to. So it's just for like a week and a half, and it's just during the day. But like, yeah, I think they give us the materials actually, which I realized after I bought it. But oh well, if I can't, then what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to use this for English coursework. When we had the class control assessment, we wrote down all the notes in a notebook, and then we just had it open when we did the coursework. So I think I do that for English coursework next year, because we have another piece which is worth like 12.5%, which is still like a lot. But anyway, I also need to buy some more notebooks and stuff. I also bought this, which is a flashcard holder. Like, as you can see, like I've had a lot. Like, these are like the top of 2 flashcards holder, but they keep breaking. I used them so much at GCSE and A level, but recently my A level flashcards have been like too big, like to put into one. So I'm hoping they fit here. But I have a feeling that they might not. Like, it seems like it can stretch, but I'm really scared that they won't, but if not, then also the other day I bought this. So this I'm going to use for planning my societies. Like so there's 4. Oh wait, no, that's 3. So I think next year I'm going to be running kind of 4 or 5 societies, because I'm running the LGBT society, co-running languages and cultures club, co-running classics book club, running learn language club. That will just kind of be like meetings, like more of a social thing. And then also might be helping with the autism awareness society. I'm not sure if it's going to be a club, but I don't know, it just might be helpful. I think I'll use this for classics, this for the languages too, and this one for Pride, or I don't know, but yeah, it should be helpful. I also bought these two t-shirts, which were nice, and I also bought shorts, but then I just realized that they're not shorts, they're swimming shorts, so that's a bit annoying. Hey guys, so why do I look so weird? I don't know. Anyway, so basically, so after UCAS exams, I was like, oh, and the next few weeks, obviously I'm gonna be like much more relaxed, so like exams are gonna be over, but like, well, yeah, but I was like, oh, the next few weeks are going to be like UCAS related stuff, like starting application, and I was going to like sort out a few bits and bobs, like redoing the wall, this display in my school, and starting my UCAS application. I've said that already, and volunteering a few times. So I just like, ooh, this might be really interesting to vlog. So I was like, I'll vlog it. But then I remember from my awful attempt at Vlogmas that I'm just really not good at vlogging, because like I always forget to do it, and then I'm like, okay, then I forgot to vlog it, and so I've vlogged like bits and pieces, but like not everything. So I just thought I'd like, I don't know, just explain. Now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't seem really like interesting, but oh well, like I don't know. That just sounds like my life not interesting. I'm so tired. I'm so tired right now. It's not even tired. I've just been so sick these past few days. Like I've just been like in bed. Well, not even in bed. Like on the sofa, just like sick, and I do not like this weather like at all. But anyway, so I like after like exams are over. Like I finished on the first day. Everyone finished at different times. The last exams were on the Friday, but like yeah, like me and my two friends who did English literature, like we went out for afterwards. We went out for Wagamama, watched the movie. Like it was quite fun. Like can't remember what else happened, but yeah, and the next week was like UCAS activities week, which was like basically where you go in for like different lectures. Like it's mainly on university stuff, and like for example, studying geography at university, like what can you expect? What can you put in a personal statement, etc. Or studying English, studying Spanish, studying history, studying ancient history, studying taking a gap year, studying abroad, taking apprenticeship, etc. etc. Like the list goes on. And which ones did I actually go to? I have the list here. So I went to the introduction one. It was like um I can't remember. They were just like getting into UCL, getting into St Andrews, etc. that I visited. They were quite good. They also had lots of stands, but what was sad is that they were advertising Swansea University, which I really wanted to like speak to, because I wanted to visit the open day, but their open day was like just before my exams, and I wanted to prioritize those. So I was like, oh, I'll go to the one in October. But like, if I'd known that they were going to be at my school that day, then I would have gone and spoken to them. And annoyingly, they had sent an email telling us that they were going to be there, but my phone had been switched off, and so I missed them. I took one of their bags, like it's there here somewhere. But what else did I go to? I went to the classics and ancient history one. Funny thing, there was actually two. There was one in the morning and one also in the morning, but like right after it. And in the one right after it, it was just me. So and it was just with my classics teacher. Like she's really helpful. Like she's really good. There was also a bunch of other ones I went to. Like I went to one for applying for a German degree because I was thinking of picking up German at university. There was also one about studying your degree abroad. I wish I'd gone to the English literature one, but I didn't. But I kind of wish I had. But then they sent out the information on email, so it wasn't that much of a problem. So this was like the first 4 days. I signed up for a lot because um was in this group at my school. We had to film. Well, we didn't have to, but like we volunteered to film like a short film for like the year below us and all the years below us that are going to like join our school like next year, etc., the year afterwards, etc. Like it was basically a film about like support there, like who heads of years, what to do if your grades are slipping, what to do if you have a problem, blah blah blah. So we had to like think of a way, we had to like film it, etc. So that was mostly on Thursday, but it was throughout the whole week, Tuesday as well. So like I was in school a lot as well. Like the group was really good, by the way. Like they were really, everyone was really participating. It was really nice. Um oh god, my voice hurts. Also, can I just say I really don't like my hair at the moment because like I dyed it pink and then it faded out. And I dyed it pink, like not all of it pink, but like a bit pink again. And now I don't like it because, well, first of all, I cut my hair like less than a month ago, like the 20th of June. I remember that because that was the last day of exams. I was like, yeah, I finished my exams, let me have a haircut. Because I've been waiting since like February or March. And it looks like huge already. And it's only been less than a month. Like, why? Like, the sides are quite short, but like this, I don't know. And also just like, my general appearance, I don't like. Like, this t-shirt, like, it's actually nice, but it looks really weird now. And also just my face in general. Like, you can't see so much with this camera, thankfully, but like when I say camera, it's just my phone, but like you can't see so much, but it's how do I say it, my face is really spotty because I have been sweating a lot because I've been really ill, and when you sweat that makes like spots like grow bigger. I don't know why, I don't do science, but well, I didn't do science, any of the sciences A levels, but I don't know if they teach it that way. Anyway, so there was also a bunch of other extracurricular stuff I did. Like, so next year I'm running a few, or co-running a few society. Like, me and my lovely friend run this. Hello, it's Future Me again. So I actually deleted the next bit because like it wasn't clear. So basically, next year, well, it's this year, but pretend I'm in June, July 2019. Next year I'm going to be running. Next year I'm going to be running 5 societies. One of them I already run, which is Languages and Cultures Club, which has been going on since February. Me and my friend co-run it, and every week a different volunteer does a session on their language/culture. So, for example, I did one on Swedish and Italian. I'm not Swedish. I'm just like learning it on Duolingo, but I'm Italian, so I could bring in more culture and like references. I brought in homemade pizza. My friend did the co-runner, the co like owner. She did Arabic and Korean because she's learning Korean. We've had Turkish, Polish, someone's going to do Shakespeare in English. Someone's doing Scottish. Actually, I don't know about Scottish, but like we've had a lot of different cultures, like also Persian, Bengali, etc., etc. It's really nice because like it makes people proud of their culture, and it also it's really like it's just really interesting. Like every week, because I've been to all the sessions, and every week like of this year, and every week has just been so interesting. Like watching it, like watching people present their culture. So the second one is the LGBT Society, which I'm going to be running next year. I was kind of elected leader, and it was really nice because it's like I've done a few sessions before, like homophobia and pride, Victorian homosexuality. I know that sounds random, but like it was really interesting, and also it tied in with my English literature study, as 50% of the marks in the Gothic questions are context, and homosexuality is a big part of context. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I'm going to plan all the sessions during summer. But yeah, that should be good. The third one is Classics Book Club. Me and my two friends actually made that. So we're going to be like we're going to take it in turns, but it's basically going to be a book club, but like reading like classical texts. So I'm going to do Euripides' Helen, and my friend's going to do Iphigenia, and my other friend is going to do Greek poetry, So that's so I'm really excited for that because we made it. And then the other two I also made. So Learn a Language Club. This is going to be weekly meetings. Um, and here we're going to be and here we're all gonna kind of like select, no, not weekly meetings, monthly meetings, and here we're gonna select like a language to learn. So like, I don't know, Japanese or Esperanto, German, Hawaiian. Like we'll all pick a language and then we'll learn it together, and then we'll have meetings about, like, we'll try to speak it. We'll like learn about the culture. We'll have a group chat where we can practice. We'll talk about strategies and tips and what we've been finding easy and what we've been finding not so easy. I'm actually really, really excited about that. Um, and um, and then the fifth one is Autism and Disabilities Awareness Club. This is also monthly meetings, but it's I'm kind of co-running it with the equality head of equality at my school, but kind of not co-running it. But it's going to be kind of meetings on how we can help raise awareness and help those who have autism and disabilities. Not only in our school but also in the wider community, because I have autism and I always hear people making autistic jokes and jokes about disabilities, and it's not okay. So it's going to be a lot of work next year, 5 societies. But I'm actually really excited, and I really like. It makes me feel really like happy having something to like, not work for, but like having something to It makes me really happy, like helping people and holding activities, etc. So I'm really excited. Yeah. But like now go back to June me. Well, pretend this is June me as well, but yeah, you know what I mean. Also, I accidentally said run, but for Languages and Cultures Club and Classics Book Club, me and my friends are gonna like co-run them. So yeah, like they're really my friends who are co-running them with me, like they're really responsible and they're really good at helping me run them, like, and I'm really good at helping them run them. So like yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because like they deserve the credit that they get because they are such amazing people and they are so helpful in helping me run them. So yeah. So alright, so I was speaking to the student union and they were like, "Oh, why don't you redesign the wall?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I did. By the wall, they were like, "Why don't you redesign the LGBTQIA plus display?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I did. Like one of the teachers, which was really nice, she gave me all these like posters and stuff. So like, I can't really show you it all because it has like personal stuff because it's in my school. But I was quite happy with the result. Like, it because the old display wasn't bad at all, but it was outdated. Like, I kept a lot of the information I like took and I put back on. Like, there was this nice picture of like one of the teachers at our school holding something saying, our school doesn't accept homophobia, and I was like, oh, that's really sweet. So like I kept that. Also a bunch of other like hotlines, etc. I kept those, but it was just mainly like the name had changed, and yeah, just a bunch of other things because I think it was like at least like 12 years old. So yeah, it was really so that took a long time, but I managed it. Just making displays is not as easy as I thought. I used to do them a lot when I was really young. It was really weird, like, because when I was like six, maybe not six, but like 7 or 6 or so, or 8 or something, or 9. I don't know. When I was like, that age, I'd always see like my teachers like making displays, like, and I'd always like copy them, like in my own house. Like I'd write all these like things and I stick them around my house, well, my room, and wow, I was really creative. Like, I'm not sure if it actually helped me learn anything, but like, I don't know. I was a really creative kid, and then what happened? But I also volunteered like a lot of times. Like, I gave a tour to like, I gave tours twice. The first time I gave a tour to 5 people, so like 3 parents and like 3 like prospective students. And then the next week, they were like, well, I volunteered again, and this time there was 30 parents, or so, like at least 30 parents, and like that was really stressful because at one point, like I was like showing everyone around. I was like, I beg you, please do not, like in my head, I was like, please do not ask me about science or maths or history or geography or psychology because I do not do them better. No, I would have like tried as best as I can, but and there was this point where I was showing them like the music room, and like my voice just like cracked. Well, not cracked, but like I just couldn't speak. And I was like, "Please look around!" And I like, I needed to drink water. It was quite funny. Not at the time. And then also, I also had to volunteer. Well, I say I had to. I volunteered again. On the like induction day. What's it called? Um, also there was this week, so in that week, during that week, where it was like I think, yeah, it was the Wednesday, and in the morning, like I went to a lecture about this was quite early. It was like 9, maybe not 9, maybe 10. Yeah, 10. Um, and I went to this lecture and it was like, you have. I went to this lecture and it was like, no, I went to this lecture and then I went to a UCAS Get Started session, which is basically where you start your UCAS applications and like you put in your like name, password, etc. I ran into a problem because I realized they want you to list all your qualifications, even if you failed them, and I haven't failed any, but one of them I never got the result back. Like I did it in year 10, it was BTech, and my teacher told me that I had passed. I did it after school, kind of. My teacher told me that I had passed, but like they never gave us the results, and I asked them so many times, and no one has them. Like it wasn't their fault. I don't know. I feel like the exam board like didn't give it to them, but I don't know whether to put it down or not because like it probably won't matter. But anyway, what's it called? Anyway, so that Wednesday, so that happened. So first I had the lecture about getting into St Andrews. Then I started my UCAS application. Then in the afternoon, um, I went to see my extended project coordinator because I'm doing an extended project, and we were talking about like what I was gonna do, and I realized, gosh, I have a lot to do. Um, and then she also asked me. She was like, "Oh, are you the leader of the LGBTQ society?" And I was like, yes. And she was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna be one of the heads of years next year. Could you please make a like not seminar, a like tutorial on like LGBT like rights, on like LGBT awareness basically." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like, "Crap, this is a lot of pressure because there's like a lot of people in my school, so that is like a lot of people I have to make it for." And then and then afterwards, I also went to this thing, and it was like writing article, and it was this thing this like kind of magazine thing that I go to. It was like writing articles. Is where you like write articles. Um, and I wrote one about LGBT issues that like I've noticed like throughout the years, and then I'm also writing one also LGBT related about it was actually my Spanish project. It was about also, can I just say that like this summer, well, I mean technically it's only 2 weeks in, but this summer is like much better than last summer because last summer I was, well, not just me, but everyone was like, "Oh, this summer's gonna be so good. GCSEs are gonna be over. It's like a long, fat summer." Nope. Last year, like for me at least, I mean probably for a lot of other people, but like it was just I had nothing to do. I should have been doing Spanish revision, like not the whole holiday, of course, but like I should have been doing a bit of Spanish revision because I was doing A level and I need to keep the language up, but I didn't. Well, I did a tiny bit. I wanted to learn a language, but I did. Well, I did a bit, but like not as much as I wanted to. I picked up Swedish, but I didn't get that far. I'm still learning it now, but I have a 178-day streak on Duolingo. Anyway, but like it just wasn't like I don't know. I just really just didn't like it. Like, and I thought I had done really badly in my GCSEs, um, And so I was kind of like just upset. I was like, oh, I put all this effort in, and for nothing. And like it wasn't until results day that like I opened my results, and I was like, oh, this isn't actually like what am I saying? I was really like pleased with them. Like maybe not classics, but the rest I was really pleased with them. Um, so why like I really don't know why I was so like surprised. Well, I mean like what am I saying? Anyway, but this summer was like much better than last summer. Like so far, like as I said, like after like what's it called at the end of the two at the end of the first week on it was because I went to the lectures like Monday to Thursday. On the Friday, and this is actually quite funny story. Basically, me and my two friends they went to my house, and then we all went to visit a university together, and then we met up with another two friends, and we also met up with and another friend, but we did not actually see her because she left because she had to leave early. And then we also saw other people, and then we all went to Wasabi, and then I was gonna go back. I was gonna go back and talk to the teachers I wanted to, and that was a really like stressful day because um that was a really stressful day because not only because that was also the day where we found out our results and predicted grades, and I was on my way to a lecture, and then I found out that they were on there, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna check them, I'm not gonna get stressed, but I was like, I can't wait, I need to know. So like I checked them, and like just as I was getting into the lecture, I'd like seen them. I was like oh my god, I hadn't even seen my predicted grade, just my mock grades. So I was like, wow. um and also tomorrow I have the Latin summer school, and I got a special notebook for it.